Hello everybody, welcome to IT Skills channel. In today's video we have the Cisco Meraki MX67. So I used to have the MX67 version and it actually decided to crash on me, and Cisco are very generous. They decided to ship me a new one, and this one is actually, I'm not sure if it's refurbished or if it's brand new, but we'll find out. But it's a replacement for MX67. This is the MX67 HW device, so that means it's a hardware firewall. So it's really gonna be doing things, miracle thing for us. I don't know if you're familiar with the Cisco Meraki, but it's really one of the most ease of use solution you can use. You just simply plug it in. Everything is connected to a nice GUI interface with a dashboard. And I'm gonna show you actually the dashboard in a second here. Logs me in. Let me put in my verification code, which is sent to my phone as an SMS. 832.847. So here's the Meraki dashboard, as you can see here, and it basically gives you some information and stuff. But for the purpose of this, we're gonna actually bring up the next video, the other Meraki device, and we can go from there. Let me bring up the old device and we can go from there. So this is the old Meraki MX67 I have, as you can see here. It's pretty nice, but it doesn't work anymore. So we're going to be replacing this one. So the new one, we're gonna open it, and I do need to invest into something that can open device or a box, in this case box cutter. I don't have it, so we're gonna need to improvise on this one. So we're gonna use the USB to open this device, this box. I need to definitely invest into something that's more sharper, because this one is gonna potentially just damage the box, which I need to give the box back to Cisco. Because one of the Cisco terms is that you do have to return the old device. So they don't want you to keep the old device, so you definitely need to return it. So I found a way to open it, I believe. Now we're just gonna have to make sure that this thing comes out. Again, we don't do unboxing a lot in this channel, so we're learning, or we're trying to do this more behind the scenes of setting up our infrastructure. So excuse the unprofessionalism. But here it is, pretty nice. Look how shiny it is. Brand new Cisco Meraki MX67. Thank you, Cisco, for replacing my Meraki. And it comes with a nice power cord. This is what you get with MX67. So this is a pretty nice setup. Now what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna connect this to our modem, and it's gonna start to act as a firewall. And I wanna be able to do something like say VPN with Azure. We're gonna also want to do other setup, maybe client VPN setup. But let's go talk about the specs a little bit of this device. So I know I talked about how it is great device and everything, but you probably need to know what is the specs, and we're gonna need to talk about it because that's what we hear, right? So I'm pulling up the specs right now. I believe 600 to 450 megabytes, somewhere along there. I'm not expert in networking. That's one of the things I'm gonna tell you right now. System administrator, so this is not my area, but I do think that you don't have to be a network person to configure this, because I did it. So it's really not that hard. But let's go ahead to the rest of the specs. You have a 802.11ac wave 2. You have a SD-WAN and auto features, and it's easy to deploy with a Meraki dashboard. So it's not hard to deploy. It's really very easy for you to do this. He also gives you the added benefit of a Meraki support. So you get a support with Meraki. And then you also get, it's like zero touch provisioning. So you don't have to worry about managing the updates. You don't have to worry about firmware updates, nothing. It just simply works. It's really awesome. And then it's very much good for SMBs, people that want to do remote employment, remote work, people that have a remote offices. They could do this and connect to their remote offices. Really nice setup. And again, traditional network appliance like Cisco ASA and Cisco Fortinet, they require a little bit more. Cisco Meraki really makes this super painless and easy. The problem is, though, sometimes with Cisco, it might be the only thing, the downside, that if they have any, is going to be the license. Because if this device, you run out of license, it becomes unusable within 30 days. After 30 days, in fact, Cisco can and will disable your network, in this case, your portal network, for not having active subscriptions. So definitely that's the only downside, but other than that, it's good. It has an intrusion prevention, intrusion detection, and then it also has a threat intelligence. It's really amazing, and it really is one of the state-of-the-art device. I really like it, and when I got it, I decided to basically get it for the purpose of actually making sure that protect my network. As you can see here, we have a Nutanix environment. We do have a lot of infrastructure, so we wanted to protect that from intrusion, any weird traffic, any weird person trying to get into it. And then we also wanted to set up the IP segmentation. So we want to set up a different subnets where we have 10 dot in one address on the servers maybe, or 192 dot, whatever address we choose that's private IP. Then we also wanted to use 192 on our local, network where we have TV or entertainment device connected to it. So I want to separate network traffic from server going into everyday stuff. So it definitely will allow us to do that. And obviously the VPN speed, we have up to 200 megabyte per second, feet per second. And we can have up to 50 devices, 50 and client can connect to this. So really awesome. It's tailored for a small business, but I think even if you're a small enterprise growing into it, you could use this. What else we can talk about this device here? It is obviously a small footprint, so it does not going to take a lot. It looks smaller than some of your modems. So you can see here it has 5 ports, actually 4 ports. So actually 5 ports, but one of them is your management. So you won't use this. This part is where you can connect to the internet and you won't touch this at all. That's it. That's your internet one. You leave it alone. So on this 2, one of this, I think you can convert it to become a WAN. So if you have 2 WAN circuit coming to your house or your business, you could have one. This is like AT&T. This one could be Spectrum or Verizon, whatever service you have. And then this 3 could be your actual client. It will go to the servers and switches and stuff. But this will be your, again, uplink WAN ports. And then after that, you have your power adapter, which Cisco was kind enough to ship it. Some people won't ship this, but they also got a nice Ethernet cable, which we can plug in directly. They gave us 2 because they assuming we have 2 WAN connection. We only have 1, so we're going to use 1, and then we're going to use the other one for something else. We also have a USB port, and you can use local connection from upgrade. It's really awesome. Now what I need to do is I need to add this device to our Meraki portal by claiming the device. Every Cisco device has to be claimed. If you don't claim it, then anybody can use it. So you have to claim this. Very important. So if you somehow, let's just say I expose the serial number and you guys create a Cisco account and claim this, I can't use it. So very important to keep your serial number for any unclaimed device hidden, because all you need is a serial number. And even if they don't use the device, they can claim it. Once they claim it, then they can make a living hell. So you need to make sure nobody claims your device. Keep your serial number hidden. And obviously, the biggest thing I'm going to say, take away from this is that in this channel, we try to do this for the sake of making sure that we have a nice state-of-the-art network. We're not always going to bring you the business top end, but we're going to meet you somewhere there. And we are adventurous, if you will. We like to try new things. We are passionate professionals, so we're going to keep bringing you some more important things. I've been in IT for 20 years, and I learned that there's no limit to what we can do if we put our mind to it. So this is why I'm doing this Cisco stuff and Linux. And even though I'm mostly a new Windows admin personnel, I actually mess with everything just because I want to learn how everything works. And this is what we are doing IT skills for, to teach you skills so that way you can be the next version of yourself, 2.0. So if you like this type of video, if you like this open box, I gave you a little quick open box. Please hit the button, thumbs up, give us let's like, subscribe. Until next time. But this is also, again, just a little bit more power. Nothing to this other than the fact that it's a power adapter, and it is really just typical AC adapter, really. But I'm gonna go ahead and set this up now. Go to my Meraki dashboard, and I'll be back because I don't want you guys to see the serial number. All right, so to claim a device, one of the things we have to do is all we have to type in the device serial number. And I'm going to keep this hidden, obviously, because we want to make sure this is not seen by everybody. So we have to type in this click claim device. This is our old device that's got replaced, so we're going to add the new device. And I'm actually going to make sure that I remove the old one because we don't want to have the old one here. So we need to somehow unclaim this. It won't let me unclaim it right now. But let me add the new one, and then we can go from there. So we're going to hit claim, and then we're going to type in the serial number. And this one, I'm gonna be back once I have finished typing it. So that should be it. So you guys, there you have it, guys. We went ahead, plugged it in. Now let's check to see if our Meraki is actively working. So we can get to the network. Here's the network. That's going to take us to the network. And you can see it's actively working right now. Still configuration is outdated. So we need to make sure we wait for it. But if you click on uplink, it's got IPv6. It's doing good so far. And then here's the HCP. So it definitely needs to do a lot of updates, but for the most part, we're good. Now it's time to package this old one. We're going to return this old one back. So as promised, Cisco gave us our replacement device. We're going to package this one back for them so they can fix it or figure out a way to use it again for something else. So this is packaged back in. There you go. That is it, guys. So we went ahead, we got our Meraki, device. We got everything we needed to do. We're going to send this back, our serial number, and we'll be good. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this content. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe. Until next time, have a good day. Peace.